That's Justin, Rick, and I'm Ty, and we're Montana Outlaw Barbecue. All right, guys, today on Outlaw Outdoor Cooking, Rick's gonna show you how to make a killer pork belly that's gonna knock the socks off your family and friends. It'll be the hit of your next barbecue.
Hello, today we're gonna do pork belly. And for the longest time, we didn't cook pork belly because really, pork belly sounds disgusting, I'll be honest with you. For a lot of years, we never really looked at it until I found out it's bacon. And so I can kind of wrap my mind around bacon a little bit. So we use pork belly. It can be a very good cut of meat. We use it for a lot of different dishes. And today we're gonna show you how to cook a pork belly. This is a pork belly right here. You can see it. And actually, if you look at the slimy thing that it is, like I say, it's a big piece of meat. And you look at it, you can see what the relationship, you can recognize the bacon right there. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna marinate it, and we're gonna cut it into a manageable size. So we're gonna cut it about a third. And then we'll take this, and now we'll marinate this piece, and we'll get it ready to go on the grill. Okay, now we got our pork belly in a manageable size, and we got it in a baggie. We need to make a marinade to let it soak. You can make the marinade, let it soak for as little as 3 hours or as much as overnight. Today we're using sweet swine. Mark Lambert is a competitor, he's a good friend of ours. This is a great marinade. All we have to do is put a third cup of the marinade in 3 cups of water. We'll mix it up. Warm water makes it better. But you don't want it too warm because you don't want the hot water to go against the cold meat. So then we do this, get her all mixed up. And you can also use this as an injection too, but for pork belly, a marinade is all we need to do. So take as much air out of this bag as we can and let it sit. Let it sit, marinate, and then we're ready to go on the grill. All right, now our pork belly is marinated for 3 hours on this particular one. You can see already the color's changed a little bit. Those spices have worked themselves into the meat. So now we're gonna dab off a little bit extra and rub it with our Montana Outlaw pork rub. And we wanna put it on pretty heavy so it almost covers the meat so that the meat almost like disappears. All right, so then we'll pat that in. You want to use this pretty liberally. And we'll do the backside as well. Now this is the fat side. You'll wonder why we're seasoning the fat side. As this thing cooks, the fat will start melting through the meat, and it'll carry these spices in with it. So this is just as important as putting it on the meat side. Okay, so now we have it pretty well covered with all the rubs. See, now it's a nice red tone from our rub. So now we've got our Montana Outlaw rub all over the pork belly, and you can already smell the spices coming through. It's gonna be a great meal when we're done. We're excited to get it out there on our Traeger. It's gonna be set at 260 degrees. We're gonna smoke it for about 3 hours until the internal temperature is 165 degrees. All right, we've allowed this pork belly to rest. You can see the color, the rubs will blend in. We got an awesome mahogany color. Now we're ready for Justin to put it on the grill.
All right, so we got the Traeger rolling at 260 degrees. Let's put this little baby to bed, let it rest, check on it in a little bit.
All right, we just brought this pork belly in, and look how the juices are just flowing out of it. We know it's done right, but we'll check it with a thermal pin. And we want to get about at 165, 170. Here we're reading at 168. That's perfectly spot on where we want it to be. We know it's going to be good. We can open it up, and the juices are just going to come out. You just slice it perfectly. Pork belly is a very versatile piece of meat. Anywhere you can use bacon, you can use pork belly. So we can dice it up right now. We put it back in the smoker with some barbecue sauce, make burnt ends. They're amazing. Slice it up, put it on sandwiches. We have a video on chicken Malibu that we use it on. I mean, it's very versatile. You can freeze this now, take it back out, and use it again. I fry it back up like bacon. So it's very versatile. You'll enjoy it. Don't wait as long as I did to try pork belly because it is a very awesome piece of meat.